I'm the worst football manager ever, and welcome to a beta Bath City episode 3. Here we are playing on the beta of FM16 on Bath City. Thought I'd give it a go for the few weeks while we've got the beta before the full game comes out. And you join me in very early on stages of the season. We're only like 4 games in. And as you can see here, I've played just 4 games, won 2 of them, drawn 1, and I lost against Basingstoke. Now the last episode you would have seen was the 1-1 draw against Whitehawk, which was unfortunate, I think, but still, you know, a good game nonetheless. And since this last episode you saw, I played against Maidenhead. Let me just go show you really quickly how I did against Maidenhead. Actually, I don't need to see the whole highlights. I don't know why I've clicked that. A 1-2-1, which wasn't so bad, and I've had a couple of nice players who have kind of begun to show themselves a little bit. So a guy called Hemmings who has come, he's not a bad player at all actually. I'm pretty pleased with him. I can't remember who the other goal scorer was, but there's a few players who are looking alright for me at the moment that I've been pleased with. And you join me today. Oh, here we go. Here you go, Chris Allen in midfield. Yeah, he's not a bad midfielder actually. Let me just show you how I did. You can see here on my stats, Dan Ball, the defender there, had a good game. Reece Hales, he had 2 assists. I've brought him in for loan this season, and so far he's not scoring that many goals, but as a striker, but he is actually setting a few up, and he's at, you know, ultimately 6.8 as his average rating there, which is pretty good. I'm pleased with that. Other people who I've got, this Jack Smith guy on loan who hasn't been playing too badly. My problem though is, look at this: Andy Watkins, Jamie Spencer there, and David Pratt. 3 of my strikers have got injured. This is absolutely killer. And so what I'm doing is I'm bringing on this guy here, Nick Makuti, who isn't really up to much. He's not worth very much. If I just show you his stats, he's 23 years old, so it's not like he's really old or anything. But for some reason he's just, you know, not that great. So I brought him on because he's really the only choice I've got alongside Reece Hales, as well as this Chaz Hemmings, but I'm preferring to use him in this attacking midfielder role instead. Let me show you my tactics. As I said, got Hemmings there in that attacking mid role. If Makuti doesn't play well, I could just change it up and put Hemmings up front and bring in an extra midfielder there. But right now I want to stick with Chaz Hemmings up front and see how that goes. In terms of my instructions, I'm playing the ball out of defence, working the ball into box, trying to keep possession a bit more, sticking to positions. I'm not going to get them to stay on their feet, but I'm going to get them to be more disciplined actually. They're just a little bit, sometimes I'm finding the team are just a little bit ropey. Defensive strategy. Now I am going to go defensive today because let me show you who I'm playing. I'm playing St Albans today, who are obviously, as you can imagine, first in this Vanarama South. Excuse me. So they haven't lost a game yet this season. 1-3, drawn 1, and all is looking pretty rosy for them. So I've got a tough game ahead of me today. They are a good side. You know, they're doing well ultimately, and really all I can do is if I can try and get a draw out of them. I'm doing well for me. They expect me to get relegated, and after the fourth game of the season, 2 wins and a draw isn't so bad, I don't think. But we'll see how we get on. I'm happy with that team. So let's submit it. And away we go. Nick Makuti is not fully fit and may struggle to see out the match. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So that's another new feature there. Just before the match, it tells you if anyone's not actually particularly match fit or match sharp, as they're calling it now, which I sort of think's helpful. But then at the same time, also, I kind of look at that anyway. It's the obvious thing that you look at, and if you've made the decision to put them in your side, you're not really going to look at it again, are you? But let's see how we get on here. I might be a little bit empty in midfield here looking at this. They've got sort of a defensive midfielder and 2 centre mids there, with 2 wingers and then Medlock. As you can see there, Kevin Kranz, who was one of my players for Aldershot in my first save on this YouTube channel. Kevin Kranz played as an attacking mid for me, and obviously it looks like that St Albans have snapped him up. Where did they snap him up from? I think was it Hereford? Yeah, Hereford. They must have brought him there. Although saying that, if he was there for 2, he's been there for 2 years, so I must have got him from St Albans. but they got him for free anyway. But he's been playing every game, so he's obviously doing all right. Good old Kevin Kranz. It's always good when you see old players that you used to use in previous saves, isn't it? Obviously, there's those players that you always get in and always try and buy. But there's all those players that you're like, oh, you just like to admire them from afar and hope they're doing well and making their mum proud. Anyway, let's crack on. I actually, as I said in the previous episode, my assistant manager is a pretty rubbish one in that he says, I don't feel confident enough in my ability to offer tactical advice at this time. Fine then, Scott. If that's what you think, fine then, mate. Since in the build-up to this game, John Prince Rylar, I think that's how you pronounce it, I was told by my staff that this guy's quite good. So I'm going to mark him, as well as Billy Medlock, their kind of thing. And you know what? I'm going to mark Kevin Kranz as well. I think marking those two wingers and that lone striker seems like a wise move to me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, I don't think I know we're the underdogs, but go on. I know we're the underdogs, but we can do this. See, and again, not much reaction from them. I'm finding the team talks really ineffective. Actually, I don't know if you're seeing that or what, but if you're playing the beta, do let me know if you're experiencing that. And just drop me a comment in the box below. I'll be interested to know if you're having trouble with team talks, and if you're not, what tends to work for the team talks. Do you have to kind of push something else out, or does it work just as it is? I'd love to know. It'd be interesting to hear from you. Okay, here we go. We are playing from right to left. Medlock on the attack straight away, St Albans. Straight away they're on the attack, and things are not looking too great at the beginning of the game. Okay, so 8 minutes in. See, straight away I've got some players who are looking a bit tired. So you've got Frankie Artis there and Nick McCooty. They did say to me Nick McCooty wouldn't be able to cope, but he is looking tired, isn't he? Yeah, we are being seriously overrun in midfield. Again, I said that as well, don't I? Maybe I should bring that guy back. Should bring Chaz Hemmings into. I don't know whether I want to make the change so early. It doesn't say anything good, does it? Positive if you're changing the tactics 25 minutes into the game. So I probably better not. But Frankie Artis, he is looking really tired though, isn't he? And Nick McCooty as well. These guys obviously can't cope with it right at the moment. There's a cross from St Albans. So he's on the edge of the box, plays it back out to Corcoran. Oh well, intercepted from Hales there. Very pleased with that one. And now we're pushing forward. Go on, Hales. Go on, son. Down the wing. Here's Davies. Passes it into Artis. Go on, mate. Let it go. Yep, Davies on the wing. Let's have a little chip. Great cross. Oh! That was a lovely cross. Whipped it in there, didn't he? He really whipped that through. Here's Barrow on the right. Bowman lays it down the wing to Barrow. Can Barrow get a cross in? Go on, mate. Get a cross. Oh, yes! No, Mick McCooty! Yeah, mate! Oh, yeah, boy! Oh, there I was slagging him off. And here he comes along 37 minutes into the game and he knocks it in. Absolute hero. What a ledge. What a ledge. Here's the cross from Barrow. Nick McCooty. Oh! Did you see that volley? Did you see it? It's like, ooh. Look, pause the game, rewind, and go and look at that volley again. I'll wait here. Okay, I'm guessing you've done it now. Good. And you've made it to a point in the game where we've now got an injury. So Frankie Artis, he was tired anyway, wasn't he? He's probably faking the injury. I'm going to bring this fella on, Ben Adelsbury, who is my penalty taker, who missed a penalty on the opening game of the season. Wasn't happy about that at all. But he's still a good player. I still rate him. So go on. They're often in deep thought, my team here. They are deep thinkers, this Bath City side. There's no light-hearted men among them. Okay, go on, Nick McCooty. What a hero. Absolute ledge. I didn't expect a goal from him. That wasn't the worst half I've ever seen. Just tell them there's room for improvement in the second half. We're 1-0 up against the first in the table, Scott. First he gives me no feedback at all, no help at all before the game, and now he's slagging him off when we're winning. Anyway, right, things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. See, and they sort of responded to that, didn't they? Reece Hales seems to be a bit deep in thought, and yeah, there you go, he's a bit happier now. We're going to keep it as it is, keep defensive. We're going to keep the structure as it is, keep the players as they are, probably bring on some subs from some of these really tired players a little bit later. But I'm really pleased with this start. Oh, he's taken a knock. Oh dear, Reece Hales looks like he's got a back strain. Did you see that? That's one of the things I love about this. It's telling me about the injury straight away. Okay, so I don't really have another striker, so I'm going to have to do what I said earlier on. Put Chaz Hemmings into striker, take Reece Hales off, and probably put, this guy here, Chris Allen. Let's just give him a little bit of a go for it, mate. And we're going to have to, pause. Let's make some changes to the tactics here. Okay. Yeah, that'll have to do, I think. Let's see what Chaz Hemmings has got as he. What's he? So he prefers to be a target man, and he's a support. So I'll just stick him as that. I kind of tend to just go with whatever they say is their, preferred position, really. Here's Allen here. Like he says, central midfielder here. But if you look at here, he could be a few different players. A deep line. Let's go deep line playmaker. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let's see how these guys how they fare now. Look at us, 64% percentage in the last 5 minutes in the middle of the pitch. We are all over them like a rash. This is great to see. This is great to see. Jack Smith is looking a little bit tired, my defender there, and Nick McCooty, he scored a goal and now he's exhausted. He's like, you know what, lads, I've done my goal. Can take me off now. And now I'm like, sorry mate, but I can't because, I haven't got any more strikers left. All my strikers are getting injured. See, this is another if Reece Hales gets injured now, that's another striker injured. That means I've only literally got 2 strikers left in the whole squad. This is crazy. There's Cork around on the edge of the box. No one was closing him down at first there. They are passing the ball around well. They probably deserve something from this attack. And they have Ryler. Yeah, to be fair, they were knocking it around really nicely there. They deserve that. They deserve that equaliser. Let's have a little look at the last few moments before the goal. Just passed across. Yeah, obviously he was going to score, wasn't he? Yeah, tucks it away, bottom corner. We weren't closing them down though quick enough. It has to be said. Okay, Nick McCooty is really tired now, so I think I'm going to have to take him off. Let's pause this and get into tactics again. I think we're going to have to go one at the front. Although I'd still, you know what? I just don't have any. I just don't have any midfielders left either. This isn't looking good. Although Andy, this guy can play in defensive midfield. Let's take off. I wonder whether I could move. Yeah, Dan Bull. He can play left back, so I'll go put him in left back. Let's take McCooty off and put on Will Antwi. He's my new signing, Will Antwi. Let's take McCooty off. And Chaz Hemmings, the lone striker up front. Whoa! See, beginning of the match, I had nobody in the middle of the field. Now look at it. It's like a busy. It's like the Disneyland car park. That's how busy it is. It's crazy up in there. But Will Antwi will give him a little boost. See if he does anything with that. Not really. Okay, 64 minutes gone. We've got no more subs left. Please, nobody else get injured. Please, just everyone stay healthy. Oh my goodness! It came off the crossbar, and somehow I've no idea. I've no idea what happened then, but we managed to clear it. So I was all right with that. Crikey. I have no idea how I don't lose like 10-0 some of these games. See, Chaz Hemmings 56%, Jack Smith 51%. These top players are so tired. They just have no quality of fitness. I'm wondering whether I should just do a whole load of fitness training with them. Addlesbury, right on the edge of the box. Oh, it hit the woodwork. Oh, did you see that? Oh, gutting. Allen with the cross into. Oh, he's straight back up to him. Oh, how did he not get that? How did he not get that ball? That's poor from him. Okay, it's good to see at least Jack Smith, although he is absolutely exhausted and is probably going to pass out. He's on 7.2, so he's having a good game, isn't he? Looks like we're heading to another draw, 1-1 draw, everyone. Another 1-1 draw. We wanted something better than this, but well, unless St Albans. Oh, challenge him, just challenge him. Don't let him attack. Oh, that's the end. We're at full time, everybody. That is the end of the match. We have drawn 1-1 with the top of the league, which I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with, to be fair. I think I'm not going to be upset about that. Assertively, yeah, you've just proved a lot of people wrong. I can't be sad about that. I cannot be upset about that. Reece Hales had a good game. They're one of their players. I'd play in the match. I've gone down to 10th place in the league now, but I'll probably not. No, St Albans are still top. But at least I got a draw. I got a point out of them, which I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with at least a draw. Let's just check to see if any of my players have now got injured. Physio report on artist. Oh my goodness, broken collarbone, out for 2 months. Oh, he's a good midfielder. In fact, I think he's my most expensive player I've got. Yeah, good. I'll just tell him that he's all right. Tell him to be okay. Oh, yeah, Steve Phillips. He was my goalie that got brought in before I came to the club, and that was his first game. And he did all right. Letting in only 1 on his debut, and you know, at the top of the league. You can't be upset about that for a debut. There's the look of the game. I like this little summary. The way they do the summary with the little logos and the little pictures and stuff. It just makes it really easy to see, doesn't it? But it looks like Reece Hales, that striker, is safe for another day, which is good to hear. Let me just look at my next game. I've got is against Havant and Waterlooville, who are currently in 9th position in the league. So wish me all the best for that. I think I'll call it a day for this episode. But if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to get more of these videos. What I'll be doing is a couple more weeks of this save with beta with Bath, and back end of November I'll be starting my full save with another low league club. So follow me on this to subscribe for more videos, but also I'm on Twitch at Worst Football Manager Ever on Twitch, and I'll see you on the stream at some point soon. Also I'm on Twitter at Worst F Manager as well. So catch you guys soon. Thanks for joining me. I'm the Worst Football Manager Ever, and I'll see you later.